Okay, this is wonderful. Here is Mr. Avalos' office where I was told the middle of July, so here I am back. Hi, how are you?
I'm alright, and you?
Not well at all. Anyway, I'm here because, I don't know, is Frances in?
Yes she is.
Is she busy?
I can find out for you.
Would you please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I have your name?
Jason Grant Garza.
Jason Grant Garza.
Correct.
Alright, thank you.
Hi, Frances.
How you doing?
You know, honestly,
Yes, honestly.
my life still sucks donkey dicks. I have not been contacted by any of you people in follow-up to, you know, what I was here for originally. I believe when I saw Mr. Avalos last, he told me that he was going to be busy till the middle of July because of budgeting things.
Right.
I noticed in the newspaper that Laura's Law passed.
Yep.
And I've been in here, you know, trying to follow up on the denial of my health care and everything. And, you know, I'm still doing that so that I can bring forward the fact that there is no medical law enforcement, thereby making Laura's Law nothing more than a ruse for, you know, a revenue stream as opposed to really getting people the help they need.
He wasn't supportive of Laura's Law, so passing.
Well, I'm still waiting for him to be supportive of the fact that I've not received any medical care. There hasn't been any follow-up through this office. I haven't been able to bring this forward as I should be with the supervisor, you know.
Well,
so I would have to, you know, I would have to...
I can follow up with him. I know that he did respond to you over email.
And I have my emails back, correct, and I responded back.
I will let him know that you responded back. He did get over the budget process. He did get inundated. I know he has something like 1,500 unread emails, but he could do a search on your name and be able to pull up what you sent. It probably is buried with a lot of those 1,500 unread ones, just because, you know, around budget season we do get a ton of emails.
Well, you do realize this is about denial of medical care and the fact that nobody enforces medical law, not the San Francisco Sheriff nor the police department, and that, you know, I'm doing this because I'm medically ill and trying to get help. And while I can understand, you know, some of his priorities, I would hope that, you know, my life would be a priority.
Some of his priorities are to fund, you know, to fully fund services so that they're available.
Oh, excuse me, available? What does that mean if nobody enforces medical law?
Well, if the
What does available mean? Is that what the vets had? It was available to them when they went to the VA, but they were constantly denied and the law was broken? What does that mean, Frances? Let's go ahead and continue with word definition, you know. I will not be played as a fool. So, you know, available doesn't mean anything if there's no enforceability, just like rights don't mean anything. No one's trying to argue with you. I'm simply pointing out, you know.
I'm agreeing with you too.
Oh, wonderful. So then let's follow up with me so that we can make people accountable. I can bring this forward. And please, please ask Mr. Avalos, since this did pass, even though he did not approve of it, to please schedule a hearing with a judge like this law requires, so that I can show the judge all the videos I have of the constant denials, me going to the supervisors, not being helped, and I can hold everyone accountable. Else this law is unjust, unfair, and totally bogus. Okay?
And I'd agree with you on that.
Wonderful. So let's get the hearing with the judge so that I can show him everything, the duplicity and everything else.
You realize that we don't, that's not...
Of course it's set to fail. Of course, Frances, I realize. We care. We care. But not when it comes to enforcement, not when it comes to application, not anything else. I've been played many times in this field. You know, this is what I asked you about applicability, whether it will be enforced, whether it means anything. So thank you for telling me that your hands are tied when it comes to enforcement. Oh, well, then what did you say? Please.
Please don't put words in my mouth.
I shan't then. I'll let you. Okay, what do you mean then?
I did say that that's not within our jurisdiction.
Which means that there's nothing you can do about it, correct?
That's not what I said.
Okay, well then what does not in your jurisdiction mean, madam?
It means that if you would like enforcement to a department, there are separations of powers, and between the legislative and executive branch, the mayor's office is the executive branch that enforces the laws that we pass.
Oh, really? That is your spin? Well, let me tell you, that's not true.
That's not the spin.
It is. I have the videos to show. Oh, the law that doesn't get enforced. The medical law that doesn't get enforced. Wonderful. What another dead-end spiel, non-viable option. But please, I understand.
No.
Our hands are tied because you know what? It's not our jurisdiction. And it's not our jurisdiction because we have parsed this to fail, because there's no verification that anything that we do gets complied with. Audience, are you paying attention? Thank you. It's known as, set to fail.
I would be happy to have a conversation with you where we actually have a conversation.
I'm having a conversation. I'm just
You're not
disagreeing with
putting
you.
words- No, you're actually putting words.
No,
into
I'm
my
speaking
mouth.
to the camera. I'm not putting words in your mouth.
When you tell me the words that I am saying, which are not the words I'm saying, that's putting words into my mouth.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought I was repeating the words you were saying
You
and
are
clarifying.
not reporting-
Okay, well, I guess it'll be on video for us
Yeah.
to check.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to
No
go
problem.
through it with you
No
and
problem.
show you where you're saying things
Well,
that I
and I'd be
clearly
happy,
cannot say.
and as a logical person, I'd be happy to see that, and I'd be happy to point out where if I am repeating your words, I am. Okay, so yeah, it works both ways. But anyway, in the meantime, could you please have somebody contact me so that we can go forward with this
Let the supervisor know
naturally?
that you reply back to him and ask him to reply back to you. Since he's the one who met with you, it would make, I don't know what occurred when he talked to you and what he said. So, unless you provide the video so that we can go and track that, he will have to be the person who gets back to you directly, right?
Okay, and if that doesn't happen, or if that falls through,
You are certainly welcome to come back.
thank you, I shall. Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye. Have a nice day. God
You
bless.
too.
Oh, I will. Trust me. It's on video. Oh, and if he needs to look at the videos, they're on YouTube. You can see exactly what he told me. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks.
No problem.